Hello, party people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karen, and it's nice to meet you all. And I hope you all like meeting me too. Okay, I'm here to talk about basically movies and books. But today I'll talk about a good movie. I love watching good movies. Do you all like watching good movies? I do too. Let me tell you all about this movie called Love and Death. You all must check it out. I don't think kids should watch this movie, like little bitty kids. This is a true story. The movie was made back in the 70s, and it was basically about two ladies, two families, okay? They were so close, Betty and Candy. That both were married. They was into church. They did things together. They had both of them had two kids apiece, and the two daughters were very close. They were best friends. Okay, so this lady named Candy, one of the ladies named Candy, she was in they was doing something in the church, like playing volleyball or something like that. So after the church, she met with her friend's husband. You know how couples get together and date and go over to each other's houses. That's what they were doing. So anyway, she got with him and told him that she wanted to talk to him about something. And he was like, "Okay, what is it?" Um, I have a crush on you, and I'm tired of thinking about you. I just wanted to know, would you like to have an affair with me? Wasn't that bold? When you like to have an affair with me? And he was in shock. He didn't think that's what she was going to say. And he was like, what? And she was like, just think about it, don't answer now, and blah blah blah. At first he said no. He came back the next day and said, Candy, I thought about what you said. Um, yeah, we can go ahead and have the affair. We can go ahead and try it. Because see, Candy wasn't happy in her marriage because her husband wasn't paying no attention to her. Okay. So evidently he wasn't happy in his marriage too. So Candy was running the show. So they got together, had a little meeting about what was gonna go on in the relationships, and both of them was married. They always saying you mess with another married couple, both of y'all got a lot to lose, so you wouldn't mess his stuff up and she wouldn't mess your stuff up. But that wasn't the case in this one, honey. And she was like, okay, so they wrote down all the pros and the cons on this little board. And if one of them was like, if one of us want to get out the relationship, we just get out. We don't catch no feelings. We're just going to meet every week. We're going to have sex. And that's basically it. Haunty. Candy fell for this man. Okay, fell in love with him. Um, and it makes a bad girl. Everybody was like about 30 years old, but they looked old. Okay, and this is a true story. I saw the real people also. They didn't look 30. Okay, they looked older than 30. So, anyways, they was married for a long time. Not too many people happy who've been married for a long time. They feel like the only way they'll be happy if they get a little something on the side to help them get happy, okay? And don't nobody want to leave the relationship because everybody trying to hold on to material things, hold on to money, hold on to whatever they can hold on to, okay? But they're going to stay there and be miserable. But they don't realize you can't take that stuff with you when you dead. But anyway, getting back to the story. So they start meeting up, getting it on, having a good time. Candy fell in love. The woman always want to fall in love first. So Candy fell in love. And then, so later on, he wanted to get out. Okay, he wanted to get out the relationship. Oh, honey, she was not having that. Now, she the one made the rules. She did say, if you want to get out, get out. Okay? But anyway, they kept it going, honey. They messed around for about almost a year. But anyway, his wife sensed that something was going on. Okay, so she had their daughters, and the daughters were supposed to go swimming. So Candy went over to Betty's house. Betty is the wife, the other wife. So Candy went over to Betty's house to get the swimsuit that her daughter forgot to get. Honey, when she went over there, Betty was like, come on in. Because see, Betty sensed, that intuition. And Candy had been over there already earlier that day. And she can tell the way she was all up on her husband, talk to her husband. She sensed that they didn't have something going on, okay? So she's watching Donahue. Y'all remember Donahue? So anyway, when Candy came over there, she was like, let me ask you a question, Candy. Are you having an affair with my husband? She was like, Betty, how dare you ask me that? No, I'm not. She tricked her. She was like, oh, you can tell me. I mean, you all did in the past, right? She said, well, okay, Betty. Yeah, we did, but it was a long time ago. Excuse me. She fell for it. Hunty. Betty got up, acting like she going to get the swimsuit. Betty came back with an axe, baby. Okay. Um, she was like, what are you doing, Betty? I told you, we don't even mess around anymore. It was a long time ago. Honey, Betty started acting crazy. She said, you're not going to get my husband. Had that accent on her. You're not going to get my husband. You're not going to get my husband. She said, I don't want your husband, Betty. I don't want your husband. Next thing you know, she swung at her, hit her in the toe. Oh, honey, and it was on like popcorn. They was fighting over that axe. Candy got the axe from her, okay? Y'all slaughtered her, chopped her up 41 times. This is a true story. This happened in Wiley, Texas, right outside of Dallas, okay? Chopped her up 41 times. So, anyways, after it was over with, and then on top of that, Betty had a baby. Her baby was in the bed, okay? After she chopped her up, she went and took a shower, left the house, went back home, changed clothes, went back to the church like nothing never happened. And so her husband, Betty's husband, was already gone on a trip for his job. He had something to do with his job, so he was gone for the weekend or something. And so he kept trying to call Betty, and she wouldn't answer the phone. So he called Candy and asked her if she seen Betty. And she was like, yeah, that was earlier today. And honey, then he called some people in the neighborhood. They went over there and they found her dead. The police knew a woman did it because of the footprints. And then too, at first they didn't believe that a woman did it, okay? Because who could kill like that? Blood was everywhere, okay? So they thought it was a man at first. After they did some research, and then she finally confessed. They had to go to court, and her parents was upset. His parents, no, the Betty parents, the one who got killed, parents was upset, and I don't blame them. And honey, don't you know? Okay, after they went to court, and y'all have to see the movie to get all the details, but at the end, she got off because it was self-defense. Okay, but this is what gets me. Don't you know, after his wife then got killed, he ended up messing with another woman and married her. Okay, the marriage didn't last long, but they'll tell that part at the end of the story. And he ended up with somebody else, child. It was a mess. And so everybody in town was still mad at Candy. So Candy and them packed their little stuff up and left. And then at the end of the story, you know, I did a little research. Don't you know Candy is still living right now? She's in her 70s, I think like 71, 72. And guess what? She's a counselor, honey, a mental what they call a mental health counselor. And let me tell you something about that movie. The soundtrack, y'all wouldn't believe it. It's beautiful. Oh my God, it is beautiful. So y'all need to check out this movie. It's called Love and Death. It's on HBO Max. I promise you, honey, you won't be able to get your eyes off of it. Get your popcorn ready. When you done watching it, hit me up and let me know. How did you like it? Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all about some more movies. And you know, that's all I do. Watch movies or I read or whatever, okay? I need to find a man, okay? But anyways, y'all check it out. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Don't forget, Karen. Peace.